Hey everyone, so we are at video number 25. We've made it through. This is incredible. 25 days to transform is coming to an end. I'm gonna actually miss making these videos, so we'll probably have to do follow-up ones from time to time. But I hope that this last 25 days and all of these videos have given you some real tools to think about and work with, and kind of be stepping stones for you on your journey and tools in your toolbox. And all of these things that we've talked about, take more time, they need more contemplation. It's an ongoing journey, an ongoing process. And so I want to conclude this series for now with talking about victory, how we can celebrate and maintain and live in victory on a daily basis. And I'll tell you, there's a simple secret to it. That secret, you could use different words to express it. We could call it letting go. We could call it surrender. We could call it giving up, depending on where we're at in our own process of how we feel about ourselves and the negative habits that we're trying to get rid of and out of our life. But I like the concept of surrender. And what I have learned in life and in my own journey is the importance of being able to just let go of what we cannot change, what we do not have strength to change ourselves, letting go of the things that we fear and that encumber us, and just choosing to be content. That's where victory comes every day. Victory comes in embracing who you are as a person, who you've been made to be. Acknowledging your weaknesses and working on them, acknowledging that you're working on them, loving your strengths, developing and cultivating those, being willing to take some risks, explore new habits. When anxious thoughts and fearful feelings crowd your mind, just letting go of them and telling yourself, I don't have to think this. Probably one of the biggest, most powerful lessons that any of us can learn in life is that not every thought that crosses our mind has to be thought. And there's a lot that goes through the mind that it's not founded on any real reality. It's not founded on anything other than just an emotion, a feeling, a sentiment, a wish, a desire. And those, especially when those are negative, they can get developed. They can develop in the mind. You get overblown. Those are the kinds of things we just let them go. Just let it go and come in, as they say, in 1 year, one out the other. And that in itself will be a big help for most of us in overcoming negative habits, because oftentimes our negative habits are very closely connected with our thought life and how we talk, and our self-talk, as they say, how we view ourselves. And as we just learn to let go of those things, those feelings, those urges, then it gives time for the mind to be able to calm down, and for a true sense of who we are to settle in, a true sense of the reality of the situation. As we learn to just let go of wanting to make it the way I want it to be, or believing the way it is, or I was whatever example you can insert in there. Most of the stress and the struggle and the turmoil of life comes from us trying to make things the way we want them to be, or believe them to be the way that we want them to be, because I was hurt by that, or I was I had certain expectations, or I feel a certain degree of my identity is tied to certain things, or having things a certain way in my life, and all of that. When we just let go of it, and it might be scary for some people, just to kind of walk out on thin air, so to speak. You're walking out on ice. Like, I've never been out here before. I've always lived in the comfort of my own obsessiveness, or my own anxiety, or my own negativity, and just let go of it is tremendously rewarding. And even in the simple little things of life, and the little habits, the physical habits of our life, especially in the areas of health, the things that we like to do or don't do, and the things we like to eat or don't eat, etc. By just embracing it and saying, well, like take for example exercise. Well, maybe you say I don't like exercising. Well, just let that feeling go. Just let go of it. And just be like, you know what? I'm just going to exercise anyways. You know, I'm just going to choose to enjoy it. You know, drinking water. You know, I don't like water. No, I'm just going to choose to drink some water anyways, just because I think it's good for me. And you know, I'm not going to think about how I don't like it. And just by letting go of all of these things that we think and feel, we experience tremendous growth, and we experience victory. So the thought for today is learn to just let go, learn to embrace life now and what you have and the good things that you want to fill your life with, and remind yourself, this is what I want to be doing, these are the things I should be doing. And especially when you connect that with God in your life and you realize that God's giving you value and that He's created you for purpose and that He's surrounded us with good things, that so many times we tend to crowd out of our lives by our own egoism, our own selfishness, our own fears. And just letting all that go and just choosing to be content, that's where we find true peace, true victory. So I'm going to close here. I'm wishing all of you all the best for the rest of this year, and that your journey forward will be one of continued progress, an upward journey as you climb the stairs to bigger and better things and a bigger and better you, and that you'll experience greater joy, greater peace, greater fulfillment, greater contentment, and greater health. So all the best, and we'll see you next time.